Hello there and welcome to my Friday virtual tailor style class. So glad you all chose to join me once again here. As you can see, we're not in the kitchen this week. We're outside because it is a sunny, gorgeous day and I needed to get some air, some vitamin D. Hope you're getting to do that as well. I want to dive right into it and really get moving as much as possible in your small space, in your bigger space, whatever you may have. Know that you can always modify all the things that I'm doing to feel like you can travel a little bit more if you have the space. Change your facings to just adjust and fit into a smaller confining space that you might have. Our opening exercise goes a little something like this today. Your choice if you want a wider or more narrow parallel position. We'll start with the weight of the head dragging the torso forward a little, finding a softness through the ribs here. We're going to draw the elbows back in as this is one, and a little arch, and then dive forward two. So we're just curving the upper spine, reach to the side, three, take that shape up and over, four, soften the knees on five, circling around to the other side, six, seven, and then using the side of the rib cage, feel like a little string just drags you up on eight. We reach down, one, two, ripple down, three, to find a curve here, and then a little arch through the spine, five, curve on six, and then let that weight of the head just carry the torso forward, eight. We plie on one, stretch on two, plie three, find a little hover on four, plie five, six, seven, eight. We stretch long, so reaching into your right hand, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, and then a little curve back to the starting position, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's one, two is on a straight leg, so really feeling that roundness opening up across the upper back. Two, reaching long, three, keeping the pelvis square. Side bend four, plie on five, six, seven, ripple up eight. This is one, two, roll down three, curving four, long arch, curl, hang, plie straight, plie, hover, plie straight, release, and then stretching through a little jazz dance. Yeah, and then 9, 10, 11, 12. So we'll do that. You can kind of count fast fours if you want, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll go through the whole series again in twos. So it'll just flow through, and then we're gonna roll down, real heavy head. We'll walk out to a plank. We'll do a little stretch down there, and we'll come and stand again. And maybe we'll go through one more time.
I just realized I didn't say one word during that last exercise, but I hope you were finding a sense of breadth and width and just waking up some of the body, getting yourself moving on this Friday. Let's get into our feet. So working in a 3. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2. So you're square on 2 feet, press to straight, and then prance to a 3. Other foot, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. We go out, 2 in 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, chasse, tendu, stand. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Same thing back, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then let's do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, little lift, 2, 3. Whole thing other side. Yeah, so that same exact pattern. And then I saw a little bit of Andy LeBeau doing a really old classic back exercise that he used to teach in class that I always loved. So I'm gonna sample a little bit throughout the class. So we finished right and left. So here's a transition between parallel and turned out. We'll take just a really soft exhale and curve the spine. 1, just neutral. 2, I send arms down, feeling weight in the hands, falling from the center of the back down the arms. 3, change the back into focus. 4, back arm sweeps across. 5, elbow pulls in. 6, curve. 7, a little S8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3. We do the whole thing turned out. 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, a 3, both sides. Same exact feet, all the same, and then we'll do that transition one more time. Ready, 2, 3, here we go. Pressing 2 feet, out, 2, in, plie, shift, stand, out, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, plie. Just find that standing leg, in case you were looking for it. Other side. 1. Plie, heavy pelvis. Working through the feet. Tendu, stretch in, out, in, plie. 2 feet, 1 foot. Good, really feeling that shift of weight. Plie through, getting ready for that little back exercise transition. Soften. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. Long spine is longer. Little shifts of the pelvis. Let's add some arms. 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3. Keep them there now. 1, 3, 1, 2. Scoop. Press them down, down, down. Little lift. Last set. Press the floor away. Feeling weight across all four corners of the foot. Pressing down, down. Stay turned out. Yeah, so we can turn parallel, turn out, stay there now. Reach, grow, shift the weight, pull it, around, shifting. Plies go a little bit something like this today. So we're doing 1, little contraction and overhang 2, and then open up 3 and 4, grand plie 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Contract through center. So really keep the focus forward and open, and quick and open and change, turn. So we do demi, pull it up, 3 and 4, grand plie 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Let's contract to the side. And 2, stay low, 3, 4, 5. I'll do the right counts in a minute. There's a rise at the end. To 5th, we do demi. Same thing, 2, 3, open up, 4, grand plie 5. 6, 7, 8. We pull across. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's stretch forward. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go through those counts again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Grand plie 6, 7, 8. Contract. Center. Contract. Side. Change. Second, it's slow, so you have time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Contract. Really get to that shape from the back exercise. Pull it across. Little rise here. 5th. Grand plie. Across. Across. And then just stretch forward into that deep lunge position from the back exercise. So you want your back leg parallel with the knee down. Front leg is turned out, hands swipe across the back, elbows drawing forward, and then close to first, and come up. The second position counts one more time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or fill it up however you like. Just kind of keep flowing through the music, finding a lot of stretch, like a lot of attenuation in all of the shapes that you feel really like you're fully inhabiting them, you're fully inhabiting your breath, you're opening up your focus, you're seeing your space as much as possible. So good, standing tall, really feeling your weight spilling across your feet. Lots of breath. behind each demi. Press the floor away, feeling the abdominals engaging. Easy pelvis, no tucking. Offer the space in front of you, contract. Fall forward. Good, adjusting space as you need to. Breathe, everything's a little wider this time, a little fuller. Your breath is rounder. Take your time, feel that initiation of the contraction. Chest bursts up through the arms. Twisting, pelvis is square. Square off. Rotate the legs. Change there. Let's just balance here for a little extra. Rest at fifth position. Demi. Engage the abdominals. Lengthen the spine. Grow the focus. Plant the heels. Good. Contract. Pull it across. Open. Contract. Open. Good. Fall forward. Let's take a little rise here in first with the curved arms. Opening the chest, opening the heart. And just lower down. So I want to return back to that Lebeau back exercise. I feel like there's something really nice about the way it tears through space and this sort of engagement with the spine and how it's rotating but on the axis, and you're keeping your pelvis really square and stable, and you're getting lots of shifts of weight. We're going to do this nice and slow so you have the opportunity to feel resistance against all these shapes that I talk about in every single class, which hopefully you're sort of picking up these ideas that are so inherent in Mr. Taylor's style and in the repertory, this sense of moving through water, that the muscles are like taffy, like you're just really constantly drawing them out. I don't know why I do this, but it feels like that's what's happening. It's like a stretch of the muscle. So find a nice wide second position. Yeah, we're gonna shift down. So basically very similar pattern to what we've already done. So we're reaching wide, change it, back arm swings, we lunge deep into that leg. Yeah, so you're really pushing, tearing through space. The elbow pulls in, the pelvis shifts to the other side. I keep going, I continue, I deepen that curve, and then my pelvis shifts to change the shape, and then the contraction pulls me through until I'm in this overhang position that we were doing earlier, square. Now we're just taking it and twisting it on its axis. So this is 1, 2, you have 2 counts here, 3, 4, 2 counts, 5, 6, deepen 7, shift on 8, curve up and over 1, 2, we find that back exercise, so that's the initiation of the contraction. You're wanting to stay in this shape desperately, and the contraction pulls you away. I stay this low. I deep lunge as twisted around as you possibly can, and then from there,
Contraction pulls me back to that overhang. Now I'm square and I stand. Other side, 1, 2, deep in 3, 4, shift 5, 6, over 7, change 8, pull 1, 2, you have lots of time, 3, 4, dig low, twisting, 6, pull it back, 7, so kind of get there a little quicker if you want, 7, and then 8. We'll do that right, left, 7, 8, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, curve, shift, pull, 2, contract, 2, widen, 6, 7, 8, other side, down, twist, shift. Lots of breath. 2, 3. Don't forget about the releases in between the contractions. Can you widen your stance? Deepen the curve, shift, pull, 2, pull, round the spine, pull. Last time, dig, twist, shift, breathe. Excellent. Maybe do that one again. We're going to come back to this sequence one other time during class, kind of keep reinventing it, playing with the themes and ideas. Doing it again will allow you to find a deeper sense of the connection between each shapes. So those transitions are what's really driving this movement. Yeah, the shapes are interesting when you get there, but that act of getting to and getting out is so much more interesting. So see if you can go through it again and really focus on those moments, that there's always a sense of energy, this sort of like bubbling fire in there. It never gets complacent. I'm never just getting to a shape and like releasing. There's always this constant sense of like tension emanating from my center, radiating out through my limbs. Yeah, so energetically it has to keep growing and expanding inside your skin. Moving into some Tendus and Degage, working from 5th position, really thinking a lot about our weight shifting. So let's start with your right foot front. So arms your choice. I think I'm gonna leave mine down. I might get creative as we go along, but feel free to do whatever feels good if you want to find some opposition, if you just want to find a nice curve and V, wherever you feel the most comfortable. I may just do this. Let's just do that for now. So I'm holding 1, 2, change 3, 4, back 5, shift 7, 8, 1, swing, 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 close 5 into 6 into 7. Same leg changes to the side, changes to the back, opposite passe, and let's do a little arm. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, turn out, close 5th. So 1, 2, changing, 4, 5, plie, 7, 8, 1, swing, 3, 4, close, 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 side, 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 back, back, back. We go passe, 2, parallel 3, swing 4, 5, 6, turn out, close. So drag that leg to the back. Same thing, 3, 4, 8, 1, swing, 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 change, da, da, side, 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 front, front, front. Yeah, so we're gonna do front, front, front. We're gonna come from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, turn out, yeah, and then drag that foot back. I sure hope I don't mess this up or it'll fall off the mat. But you have the general idea. You're gonna do front with your right foot, transition. Front with your left foot, transition. Back with your right foot, transition. Back with your left foot, transition. That's all. I said that's all, and then I lied.
Maybe we'll do some swims after that, just to get opening up the torso. We'll take 4 swings, 4 swims, 4 squats, and then 4 swims, 4 squats. Really basic. Just thinking about how your pelvis is square to the front, and you're really trying to increase the rate of twist you're getting with each of those swims, and then dragging that space behind you to pull across, finding that softening, and then a little bit of release where you extend so you can re-engage that softening. And it doesn't have to be a lot of that. You know, we're not getting into our jazz class here too much, but finding a sense of length and then a deepening. So you're just coming to a length and then deepening even farther. Maybe we'll try to do that. So maybe go like, grow them each time you do it. Ready? Same leg. Good, let's regroup, because it's a little transition on this floor. It's kind of tricky. We're gonna go to the back, the right foot. I forgot our swims. Let's do them. Curve. Good, just stand nice and wide. Feel a little stretch across your room, across your space. Maybe turn the arms up, rotate them up, feeling longer. Drawing energy out through the middle finger. Let us take our LeBeau back sequence and get it moving through space. So we'll take it one step farther. I cleared my floor because it was getting a bit hot and I was a little nervous about it. So we'll see what happens here. So let's start. Yeah, let's start in a wide, what do you think? Yeah, let's start in a wide parallel position. So following that pattern of torso and back and arms, we're going to travel through space. So we're moving back on the diagonal, 1, 2, 3, let it turn, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2. And then we do 3 little hops, 4, 2, 3. Yeah, so that went 1, 2, 3, change the back, 2, 3, change the back, 2, 4, 2, 3. I'm going to contract and go over 5, half turn 6, this is 7, and this is 8. So let's talk through the first 8. We have 1, 2, 3, back changes, turn around, 3, 2, you're there, hop, 4, yeah, so a little side attitude, pulling the elbow in, feeling that stretch. I contract, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hip turn, half turn, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go back, 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 passe, twist, release, stand. Yeah, so one other side, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Half turn, 2, 3, 4, oh, sorry, 4, 5, 6, change 7, stand 8. So it's a little quick, it's a little brisk, keep moving it, stay grounded in that plie. 7, 8, moving. 1, 2, 3, 2. One more time. One more time. Ooh, I got my heart rate up a little. Excellent. It's time for some back-driven, torso-expansive ronde de jambs. I'm gonna start with my right leg, but you can start with your left leg. Let's go from first. So contracting through 1, driving open 2, 2 ronde de jambs 3, and 4. Little visit of Susan McGuire. We have 2 little fouettes, so it goes front, and then it circles around. We find a passe 7, keep growing 8 to contract back through. Let's pull the elbows in. 1, grow 2, 2 ronde de jambs 3, 4 to the V, and then this arm is going to sweep across. We find a little back attitude to the passe, to the close. So that's contracting 1. Actually, let's do that same elbow. So diving up and through to ronde de jambs 4. So you're thinking half turn, and then the ronde de jambe happens. Find the passe, back and through 2 more as your arms come to V, and then this arm sweeps across, as we've done many times, all of this action, revisiting, through to this back attitude, finding a passe, and close. That simple. Ready, 5, 6, be sure the torso is what engages the leg. Keep it growing, pull it down. Avoiding nails. Attitude back. Give into the plie, rising up. Stand. Rooted into the floor. Letting the movement breathe, letting it sing. Again, breathe. Can you find more length in the spine, more breath, more width across the shoulders and the scapula? Keeping that width, not closing it off here. using the focus. Good, just stretch forward. And then just an easy, soft sway to return to standing. Moving into our final exercise of this warm-up today, we're going to do some leg swings and battements, thinking so much so about the stability of our pelvis and the squareness of our torso that we're not in these lunge positions getting askew. So really thinking about a wideness across your pelvis, across your shoulders, across your arms. Yeah. And any arms will do for this, so let it swing. 1, 2, 3, lunge 4, brush 5, 6, 7, 8, close 1, side 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. You're on the left, yeah? Swing it back. 2, 3, lunge 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close to the back leg. 1, brush 2, 3, and 4, and little whip turn. 5, 6, 7. Whatever you have to do to get on the other side. So we're swinging, 2, 3, land 4, brush 5, 6, 7, 8, close 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. It's not very fast. Change 6, 7. Third pump is the leg you want front. Brush 2, 3, lunge 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, close 1. Moving forward, 2, 3, in, out, and 5, 6, 7, 8. A little blast from the past song for those kids up at Ridgefield that have taken my class before. You might recognize this. Ready, 6, 7, 8. Lots of time. 2, 3, 5. Swing, 2, 3, land. Close it, 1, 2. Last time, swing. Find that lunge, brush it. It feels like a good day for a little PT-Allegro. Yeah, so we're gonna do some quick jumps here. Again, if your space doesn't allow you to jump, if you don't have a soft surface to land on, please don't. Think of these more as like bounces or giving into a floor. They don't have to be high. Everything is really soft and gentle. You're thinking about your landings rather than your arrivals in the sky. So starting in a first position, we're gonna land in a, of course. So starting in a first position, we're gonna really give into the floor here. So we're bouncing 1, rise 2, 3, 4, 5, second 6, 7, 5th 8, 5th 1. Yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and a 5, 6, and a 7, and a 8, and a 1. 2 little changes, 2, 3, plie 4, assemble to parallel 6, and then 2 sissons, a 7, 8. Yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna swing the downstage leg back attitude. 1, yeah, so it comes across. Try to keep it turned out. You're twisting against that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's do like a little attitude if you need to. Yeah, so keeping space. 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn 5. Just touch 6. And then 2 little pas de chats, a 7 and an 8. Yeah, so that last bit, you just did the 2 assemblées. We brush 1, 2, 3, step 4, turn 5, 6, and a 7 and an 8. So you have to turn, touch, and change, Plie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, and a 7 and an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7 and an 8. I'm a disaster. You're amazing, I'm sure. I'm gonna try my best to do it with you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little slippery. Keep thinking about those landings, keeping them as soft and pliable as you can. Keeping the upper body sunny and bright. Try to have a sense of light in your space, bursting through the room, bursting through the walls. As something a little different to end class today, I still want to do an adagio, but I'm not really going to specify any counts or phrasing. I'm just going to give you the material, and then you can choose your own music. You could choose the music I use, and you can just play with it and see where it goes. So feel like you really have a sense of liberty with this to either like move through parts of it quickly, maybe hold on to something a little bit longer, really give yourself an opportunity to just express your own creativity with the phrasing and the timing and the texture and the dynamics. Maybe try trying it to different music. Play, a sense of play. I'll do both sides, yeah? So we're lifting up, palms of the hands are pressing, and then the contraction draws the shape down. We just implode. We breathe back, and then we shift our weight to stand on a parallel turned out leg. So we're lifting up, draw it down, ripple back, shift the weight. Find squareness, and then that shape we found earlier, this back attitude, promenades around. I step through and I create a high fifth with my arms, and then I open them, and then I sweep this arm through and step up a low attitude promenade that comes around, continues moving as a rond de jambe happens. I step on it, a little pirouette, up to the V, and then deep plie as you send the leg forward. Now, so from the beginning, up, pull down, ripple back, passe up and over. Nice deep plie. Find your turned out shape, deepen the twist, take the shape around, land on it. So see your head in that window and then burst open. So I'm reaching long. Just as we did in all those LeBeau exercises where it was driving through, tearing through space. Pull the space with you, take it around, send it long, body twists, step on it, find your vertical axis, and then send it forward. Take it rond de jambe long back. Yeah, we'll take 3 steps, right, left, right into second position, and then a little Banquet of Vultures moment, reaching up from the shoulders as if you're pushing the world away, but the weight of it is super heavy, so you really have to fight against it as the knee lifts. Yeah, and then you can soften and implode. So let's pull elbow to knee and flex, and then little pivot around, taking your time to step into 4th position. Other side, up, pull, breathe, passe, turn out, sweep the leg back and the arm around, through, down, pull, promenade. This arm wraps forward as this one comes around. I step on it. I find the passe développé. Stretch back 3 steps, pushing through, pull it in, turn around, and you're back to 4th. So I'm just gonna play some music. You can choose to dance to it with me, or you could just stop me or put me on mute and just dance along, and we'll just move at our own speeds. Hey, it means so much to have you here with me, dancing with me, even from a distance. These moments for me have been really incredible, getting to connect and be useful to my community out there that I know is needing and wanting to move. So thanks for joining me. See you again next week.